Today, we're at open sea. Welcome to Lawyer Flash. I'm your host, Jon Deer, and I explain the law. This week, we talk about sunken treasure. The United Nations estimates that there are over 3 million sunken ships at the bottom of the sea. Treasure hunters estimate the value of the lost cargo at over $60 billion. Because I know you, my fans, and I know that you love money for nothing, we're going to talk about bringing up all of that sunken treasure. The question is, when you recover it, who owns it? The law relating to sunken treasure is a big, tangled knot. The one thing you know when you pull up sunken treasure is that your next stop is the courthouse. Let's see how it all works. Imagine you're on a sailing vessel in the 1700s. Your ship is carrying silver, gold, precious gems, and more. You hit a rock, and your ship sinks with you and all on board. You descend into the deep blue sea, never to be heard from again. That's happened since man first learned to set sail. Now, centuries and even millennia later, treasure hunters research the old wrecks and hunt them down. They often raise large investments for a particular salvage operation and send big, well-equipped ships out to find and raise the treasure. When they find the treasure, they haul it up. One recent haul was valued at $600 million, and that's not unusual. As hard as it is to locate and haul up a treasure, that's the easy part. Once the treasure is hauled up, that's when the fighting begins. International law has one set of rules for treasure, the United States another, and various countries have their own rules for what they consider treasure found in their territorial waters. Making matters more complex, these various jurisdictions have different rules for different kinds of treasure. If the ship originally belonged to a government, like a Navy ship, then that government ordinarily claims that the ship still belongs to it along with the cargo, even if it sunk hundreds of years ago. If the ship was a private ship, then many countries hold that the original owners or their ancestors still maintain ownership. If the cargo was insured, many countries allow the insurance company to claim possession of the cargo. So why bother hunting for treasure? Because sometimes treasure is deemed abandoned, meaning the treasure hunter gets to keep it. And sometimes, even if it is not abandoned, the treasure hunter is able to claim a salvage fee based upon the total value of the haul for the effort of locating and recovering the cargo. It depends on what law applies, and that often depends on the location of the wreck and many other factors. All of this is usually decided in the United States Federal District Court or sometimes in a foreign court. What that means is when you decide to bring up sunken treasure, make sure Perry Mason is part of your treasure hunting team. That's our episode this week, and it was a real gem. You can check us out here each week at lawyerflash.net or youtube.com/lawyerflash. Also be sure to like and share our Facebook page, and mostly subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm your host, Jon Deer. We'll see you right here next week on Lawyer Flash. Be sure and check out these other exciting Lawyer Flash episodes.